the stuff I went through and how I got through them while I was there. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I will be talking about my bootcamp experience, tell you guys and get as much information as I can get in one, because I'm kind of in a rush. I do have to go back to work, so I'm just gonna get right into it. As you can see, joined the military. I'm just gonna tell you guys basically the stuff I went through and how I got through them while I was there. Bootcamp definitely isn't hard. You just have to put your mind to it and know what you're getting yourself into. When I went there, of course there's a lot of screaming. Of course there's a lot, people telling you what to do. The older it is, I feel like the harder it is, because I feel like the younger you are, it's not as hard to follow the rules. Because see, me, I was fresh out of high school, so I had been out of high school for about a year. And then I joined the military, and it wasn't as hard for me to follow rules because in high school I was in different extracurricular activities and stuff, so I'm used to following the rules and stuff. I got a hard head, don't get me wrong, but I knew going in that I had to kind of tighten that up. I had to tighten that up. You don't want to put a target on your back while you're there, so you kind of just want to be at your best behavior basically. Bootcamp it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. I want to say the hardest part for me though would probably have to be the people I had to deal with. The people I had to deal with were aggravating. I don't like aggravating people. You got to deal with a lot of different personalities in one building, in one compartment. Where we lived, we call it a compartment. You have to live with everybody in one compartment, and it just was a lot of different mixed personalities, a lot of bumping heads. To know that you can't do anything about it is what frustrated us the most. Males stay on one side, females stay on one side, so just imagine you're with a whole bunch of different females. If you are a female watching this, you're with a whole bunch of different females, and we have a lot of mixed emotions. I know this is probably too much information, but our cycles, they start to sync, so everybody has their period at the same time. It just was a lot of emotions, a lot of arguing about nothing. Our RDCs, basically your RDC is the person that watches over you. So you have 3 RDCs. They give you hell, man. They give you hell. They scream in your face. They do what they want to do. I feel like everyone's experience is different, because my RDCs were very loving. You could tell that it was scripted. You could tell that they just had to do what they had to do. They would always tell us, yo, we're here to make you guys tough, and if you can't do it, you can't do the military. So they would always make sure we knew, listen, this is what you signed up for. Nobody put a gun to your head. Nobody told you to do this. I would definitely recommend that before going to boot camp, you want to be fit, because from my experience, it was hard because I did wait a year before I went. So I wasn't as fit as I would have been. In high school, I was into sports and stuff and different extra activities and stuff. So I was a bit more fit than the time that I went in. So it was hard, trying to keep up, but it's called training for a reason. I went in there, I trained, and in order to get out of boot camp, you have to be fit. You have to be up to par. You have to be where they want you to be. You spend 2 months training back to back every day. You're working out. So that's another thing too. That was probably another hard part for me. It was having to run every day. I hate, y'all, I want to throw up thinking about running. I hate running. I really, really hate running. So that was really hard for me. When I start running and I have it in my head that I'm tired, listen, I'm gonna stop because I'm tired. Told you I'm tired, so leave me alone. I'm stopping, I'm done. But it doesn't work like that in boot camp. You have to train, you have to be up to par. So that was another hard part for me. The screaming and the yelling, but it wasn't really that bad for me because I knew it was scripted. I knew they was just doing their jobs. Me personally, I feel like I had cool RDCs, like I said, so it also made it easier for me. It was hard being away from family. Like, family, you're gonna miss your family so much. Writing letters, it's just totally different from the real world. It's like, in there, you're following rules. If they tell you to shower now, you gotta go shower now. You can't just feel dirty and be like, I'm gonna go shower. You would get beat. Like, there's basically a beating in boot camp. Ugh, I'm so tongue-tied. A beating in boot camp would be extra workouts. So everybody would get on what we call a toe line. If you do something wrong, it's one team, one fight. So if I do something wrong, everybody gonna get punished for it. So that's another thing that sucked about boot camp, because you could be at your best behavior. You could be so good, but you still gonna get in trouble because it's one team, one fight. Why didn't the next person know better? You know? So it's like the older, the harder, because we not children, you know? Like, we're not really kids, so it's kind of hard to take the fall for someone else when you don't do anything wrong. So you get beat, like I was saying, back to that. You do like push-ups, you don't stop until they tell you to stop. And if you feel like you're gonna disobey them, or, you know, do your own thing, like, you know, certain people have certain attitudes, and it's just consequences for everything. Like, you kind of learn to just go by what they say. And so what's another thing I can tell you guys? You're gonna write a lot of letters. You're gonna have to write a lot of letters. Like, just be prepared. There's no phones. You can't just pick up your phone and call your mom. They're not gonna give you phone time to go call your mom when you miss your mom. No. The first night was really hard, because the first night, it's like, damn, like, what did I just get myself into? Like, that's what's gonna be going through your head. Like, what did I just get myself into? What did I come here for? But you have to always remember what you came here for. Like, you have to remember, like, if you let that slip your mind, you're gonna want to quit right then and there. You're gonna want to leave boot camp, and you can't really let them defeat you, because you went through all that you went through to get there, not to quit. You went there to do what you had to do. Like, don't quit now. Like, keep going. Like, keep fighting. Like, I don't care how hard whatever it is that you're doing is hard. Like, yeah, we're gonna go through hard stuff, but that's why you're here. Push through. You can't really send out any letters on the first night. You don't get your first letter. You don't get to send out your first letter until, like, I want to say a few weeks in. So it's really, really hard. Like, you meet new people. You're forced in this new environment, and it's just a lot going on. Just different stuff going on in your head. So emotions are going to be rising, and just crazy for everyone. You build a new bond with all those people. So for me, I love everybody I was in boot camp with. They become family. They become brothers and sisters. Like, you know, you got different age groups. You got people who are younger than you, the same age as you. You got people that's older than you. So it just was a lot. You had people who thought they was your mama. You had people who thought they was your daddy. And it just was a lot. Like, it just was a lot in one. The first curse word I heard, y'all, I couldn't believe. Like, I had a feeling that they was gonna scream at us, but I didn't know they could curse. So when I got on the bus, you know, I'm prepared. You're mentally, like, thinking you're prepared for all of this. You know, you all, like, uptight because you're scared. Like, you like, damn, like, what's gonna happen? Got on the bus, you know, I'm just like, okay, let me just get there. I know they're gonna yell at me. I watched all the videos on YouTube. I looked up everything I could look up, and I'm prepared. You think you're prepared? Got on the bus, and they said the first curse word. They dropped the F-bomb, y'all. When he said it, I snapped my neck. Like, is he really? Every sentence is the F word, like, back to back, throughout the whole boot camp, to the point you get numb to it. Like, cursing isn't even a big deal at this point. They curse you out for everything. I think the first day they gave us a water bottle, and they told us to drink our waters or whatever. And it wasn't just like a drink the water. It was like, drink the fucking water and do what the I told you to do. And y'all better have this fucking water. Like, everything was the F-bomb, like, back to back. So it was definitely, like, crazy. What time is it? The first day, I think we were up for the whole day. The whole day. Because you're getting processed in. You had to do, like, your drug test. We didn't really do anything as far as, like, medical wise until later on in the journey. So, like, the first day was just, like, processing you in, getting your pee, like, everything getting tested, because you are at a new command at that point. So the first day was hard. You're getting yelled at, and then on top of that, they're just trying to break you. in my head, I just kept reminding myself, I just kept saying, like, they're trying to break me, they're trying to take me out. It's the first day. If I can get through this first day without sleep, that's what got everybody. It was just like, you standing there at attention. You standing there and you can't talk to nobody. You don't know nobody. So it's just like crazy. I broke my foot in boot camp. I got really close with my chief. I got really close with my RDC. Like, we became a family. Towards the end of boot camp, everything, it was like, we felt like it was all for a reason. Like, we went through all of this together. We coming out of this together. You lose a lot of people. A lot of people end up threatening to kill themselves. Like, it gets really, really crazy. But you do gain a family, and you gain people that you would never forget about. Your RGCs, I'm gonna just call them our teachers, because I don't really know. Like our teachers they really taught us everything we knew, and they really built us to be who we are now, like, in our careers. So I really do want to say thank you to them, because till this day I will never forget about them, and I will never forget about the family that I built, the bond that I connected with these people. And of course, I still hate some people, and I ain't gonna say hate because that's a strong word, so I take that back. But I still dislike some people, and I will never exchange words with them again. But that's gonna happen though. Like, we all human. That's gonna happen. We all got issues. So everybody's not meant to get along. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely met a lot of like funny people, cool people. You know, you exchange social medias and everything. We don't have phones, so everything's like on paper. It's almost like I felt like I was in jail. I felt like I was locked up. And it's like it feels like you being locked up and you ain't do nothing wrong. So it's just like, damn, like, I came to better myself and I'm going through this for what? But believe it or not, the 2 months fly by. It's not as bad. Oh, and the food is disgusting. The food is so nasty. You eat 3 times a day, but it's portions. So you don't really get to pick what you want to eat. It's whatever's on the menu for the day. They say the food is worse than jail food though. So that's a little scary. They say the food is actually worse than jail food. Never been to jail, so I really don't know. But I do know the food was nasty. Everybody ate PB&Js every day. So like, we'll eat our meals, but we'll get PB&Js and make them just to fill us some more and hold us a little bit more, because you don't get to eat for the rest of the day. You eat when they tell you to eat. So we try to eat as much as we can when we can. I hated bananas before I went in boot camp, but when I got to boot camp, I fell in love with bananas. I don't even know why. But now, like, to this day, I love a banana. Like, so good. I tore them up when I was in boot camp. So bananas actually like remind me of boot camp. It's so weird, but like, I love them. Some days they used to run out of food, y'all. Like, we'll go and they won't have no food, and we'll literally have to like scavenger like for food. It was disgusting. Like, we look like animals in there, hungry as hell, and y'all ain't got no food for us. What you mean? Like, what you mean you ain't got no food for us? We ain't here hungry. We just got done working out. We just got done. Like, we're training. We're doing different training. You learn how to fold. We got so much going on, so much in our heads, and y'all ain't got no food. You know, we looking forward to the food. Like, what do you mean? But yeah, so it was just crazy. I feel like it's a lot that they should change about boot camp. People should actually go in and look in there, because it's actually not sanitary. Like, certain things is not sanitary, especially since we all have to shower together. Y'all, I had to shower with like 20 other girls at one time. Crazy. We all sharing one shower head. Like, so it's like a thing, and it has like 8 shower heads on it. So to say it has 8, I don't really remember. We all sharing that one thing. It's like 20 girls at one time, and then you got people in my division. There was people screaming in like, hurry up, you got 5 seconds to soap up and get out. You got 5 seconds to do this and get out. Like, and I'm trying to soap, I'm trying to clean, I'm trying to listen. We've been running all day in the sun. We've been marching up and down. We march everywhere. Marching up and down, sweating, like, I'm tired, and I'm sharing a shower with y'all. And then on top of that, I'm getting rushed. So it's just like, it's a lot. Like, I hated that too. You had to shower. Oh, and don't let somebody be on a cycle. Oh, that's another story. Like, it's just a lot. Like, sharing a shower, for one, I don't even feel comfortable being naked around my mama. You think I want to be naked around y'all? No, I don't want to be naked around y'all. And it's just like, Some of them be stank. Like, I know we in the shower, but they be stank, y'all. Like, it was bad. It just too much. I wouldn't want to do that again. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that again. That's so nasty. But there was some fun events like that we did have in boot camp. We had like tournaments and stuff. Like towards the end, it gets really fun. Like you just start doing fun stuff. Like you're basically done with training, and they start doing fun stuff with y'all. Well, what else can I say about it? So y'all, I gotta kind of pick it up because I gotta go. But I fractured my foot in boot camp, worst time of my life. Everybody broke something in boot camp. It felt like everybody was like breaking something because it was so much working out. It was so much that we had going on. They teach you how to make your rack or your bed. They teach you how to make your bed a certain way. My whole world was shifted. Like, you know how like when you make your bed, you had that little scrunchy thing at the bottom so you could just tuck it and be done? No. They give you 2 regular sheets and they teach you how to make your bed with 2 sheets. You don't have the little scrunchy thing. Like, that's like a blessing. Now I thank God that I don't have to make my rack how I used to. And I got my own apartment and I do what I want. Because listen, I broke my foot. They tried to keep me for like an extra 10 weeks, and I fought my way through that because I was not staying in there, y'all. I was not staying with the food, with the people. I was not going to continue to get yelled at. And then another thing too, if you fail something, you go all the way back and you have to start all over again. Depending on what you fail, you go right back. I will do a part 2. I think I'm gonna do another part to this because I rushed through this. I will elaborate on certain stories. I will tell y'all how I broke my foot. So stay tuned for that. Because I promise I'm coming with that. I promise. Because I know this was kind of rushed, but I do gotta go back to work. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Tell me what you thought in the comments below, and any questions that you have about the military. If you do feel like you want to join, that you have to ask me. I will be making a part 2 of this video because I was kind of rushing. Well, I am rushing. Like, comment, and subscribe.